I'm going to say something that's maybe pretty unpopular, might rub some people the wrong way. And that is the best deal lawyers, the best corporate attorneys are those that have also practiced litigation or continued to practice litigation. It's really hard to have a practice where you do both litigation and transactional matters. Many people will say that. Here's the reason why. The two sides of the same coin. You have this coin, and one side is transactional, one side is litigation. And in today's day and age, it's very common for firms to push for their attorneys to be specialists in one area or another. And don't get me wrong, corporate attorneys are like amazing, really good at what they do. The deal lawyers, the ones that only practice, are just amazing, amazing attorneys. Maybe missing that one little piece where they don't fully understand the provision. When I say fully understand, they might have this academic, theoretical knowledge, but there's nothing worse than taking one of the provisions that you drafted, maybe a non-compete, and then having it attacked by the other side and tested with what a litigator does, which is come up with all these things, all these arguments to make why it's wrong. They're doing their job, and they're really smart people too, just trying to undo and attack the provision. And then you're fighting and defending this provision, which the client thought was, oh, I used lawyers, this provision's perfect. And then you're in court fighting over it. And why are we fighting over this? There's nothing worse than having it being your own provision that your team is litigating over. I know, because I've had it happen to mine a couple times, and I've learned some things that I wouldn't have thought of in the abstract, absolutely, until it played out. And I know for a fact, talking to my friends that are deal attorneys and are amazing at what they do, and I'm like, why does this provision matter, and why does this provision matter? And I get answers, but they're not as deep as if a litigator, someone with litigation experience, has fought over it. So I will say that great if you're just gonna have one attorney, having a corporate attorney that now only does corporate work but that has done litigation in the past is probably an excellent attorney to hire for your transactional matter. I will also say, if you can afford to have a transactional attorney and then maybe a litigator weigh in on it from a different perspective, that could be very helpful to you as you're creating all your contracts and as you're moving forward doing deals.